Alright, now let's look at example 4. Evaluate the integral from 0 to 1 of x squared e to the power 4x dx, leaving your answer in the exact form. So first thing first, we look at the expression that we are going to integrate. It's quite obvious that it is not integrating by standard form. And some of you who are faster, you are actually thinking whether is it integrating involving exponential function, which tells us that when you integrate f prime x e to the power fx dx, you will get this. Let us observe. Our fx here is the 4x. If we expect f prime x in front, in other words, in this case f prime x is 4, we expect at least a constant in front. But no, we are seeing x squared in front. In other words, this method does not work. So we continue to observe. We see that, hey, actually it's a product of an exponential function and an algebraic expression. X squared being the algebraic expression, e to the power 4x being the exponential expression. So now it's quite obvious that we have to integrate this by part. So you have seen how to evaluate an indefinite integral by parts in the previous chapter. Now we're going to evaluate a definite integral by parts. So let us recall integration by parts. If I integrate u dv dx, it will give me u v minus integral of v du dx dx. So we have to identify who is our u and who is actually our dv dx. And by the Liat rule, since algebraic expression comes first, we will let x squared be the u. And since the exponential expression comes next, we will let this be our dv dx. So since our u is actually the x squared, and our dv dx is actually the e to the power 4x, this tells us that actually v, when we integrate it, we will get e to the power 4x divided by 4. So suppose that we are finding the indefinite integral of x squared e to the power 4x, we will have u being x squared, v e to the power 4x divided by 4, minus integral of v, which is e to the power 4x over 4, times du dx. And we know du dx is actually 2x. 2x dx. So for this case, we are asked to find the definite integral integrating from 0 to 1. So all we need to do is to place in the 0 and 1. So for this, we also have to place in 0, 1 and 0, 1 here. So this whole equation here is what we've seen right here. Right, once we are done, actually the one over here, the first term, we can evaluate it by placing the 1 in and placing the 0. So let's look at this. I'll have 1 square e to the power of 4 divided by 4 minus 0 square e to the power of 0 over 4, which gives me a quarter of e to the power of 4. For the next part, we simplify, we'll get half integral from 0 to 1 x e to the power of 4x dx. Again, this is not of the standard form, nor is it integrating by exponential function. So we have to do by parts again. For this, I leave it to you to carry on to work from this to this. We have to do by parts one more time. And finally, when you evaluate, this giving this and this giving this, you will get this answer here. Further simplify, you will get this as the final answer. Alright, sometimes question does not require us to evaluate the definite integral in exact form. So for example, the question will specifically mention that you have to leave your answer to 3SF, 1dp, 2dp, and etc. Or some questions did not mention that you have to leave in exact form. So in such cases, you can actually choose whether to leave your answer in exact form or not. So for questions which you can leave your answer in non-exact form, you can tap on your GC to evaluate the integral for you. So let us consider this definite integral. How do we actually evaluate this using our GC? So first thing first, click on y equal and key in the expression. In this case, we have 3 divided by x minus root x. So next, click second, quit. Step 3, press alpha window. Essentially, you are calling the function f2. So click onto number 4, which you can see function integration. Key in the lower limit for upper limit 9. And this function, remember, this is actually our y1. So let's go to alpha f4, press enter. And because we are integrating with respect to x, we have to key in x here. The next thing you have to do is to click onto enter. You'll get the final answer.